So what I'm making, I don't have a name for it, but I'm gonna show you so you can see what I'm having for breakfast, because it's totally the traditional American breakfast. So I put artichokes with rice and this pesto, which is amazing. If you do not eat dairy, this is so good. And they have one with chia seeds as well. And then some chicken. So everything's pre-cooked, and then I'm just gonna put it all together and heat it up. So I eat whatever sounds good to me at the moment. I go with what my body wants and not with what traditionally is eaten in the mornings. So if I want cereal that morning, then I do some granola and oatmeal. And right now my body was craving some chicken and some veggies. Actually, I should put some broccoli in here too. I think I'm going to do that as well. I should do that right now. Well, the broccoli will be very lightly cooked, but slightly cooked. I'm not digesting food right now very well, so my intestines are a bit angry at the moment. So I am going to be just slightly cooking it, because if it's cooked, you digest it a little bit better. Raw stuff hasn't been going down as well. Last night, I woke up at 2:30 and I was so sick to my stomach. So for dinner last night, we had some beef with some vinegar on it, and I don't usually eat vinegar, so I think that might have been part of it. And then I also had some So Delicious ice cream that my mom had bought for me. It's just the vanilla flavor, and I get the sugar-free stuff. I need to put some water in here, which the water is popping up my phone at the moment. I woke up at 2:30 and I was so sick to my stomach. I was basically, I didn't know what to do. I have no idea why I'm feeling this way. I could only think that it was the ice cream and the vinegar in it. Plus, I was up way later than I usually am. I was actually up and socializing until 10. The reason I was able to do this was because I ended up taking 2 diazepam and a Xanax within like a 6-hour period. And it's the only way that I can function with the lights going on and the sounds and everything. And everybody's been very tolerant. I really appreciate it. My family is watching. I really appreciate like everything you guys are doing to help with my sound and light sensitivities, as I'm making big noises. I mean, it allows me to be able to actually socialize and be around people, so that's huge for me. And so I only was able to do it because I was on stuff that was suppressing my nervous system, so that was the only reason why. Plus, like throughout the day, so I'm talking away and I realized that my phone totally ran out of memory, so had to delete one of my videos. I was saying that I had to go lay down multiple times throughout the day, and my nieces were here for the day, and they were so cute. They come in the bedroom, and I'm laying down with the pillow over my head, and it's completely dark, and the fan's going because it kind of like the white noise helps block out the other noises going on in the house. So they come in and they're both on their iPads playing Minecraft, but they're playing together. It's so adorable because they're like, oh, we're going to go over here and I'm going to be the innkeeper. And all this stuff is so adorable. I love it. But they were whispering. They were being really quiet. And they're like, oh, we love being in here with you. It's so calm and it's so quiet. And I was just like, oh my God, I love you guys. And so it was really nice. And then we had a birthday celebration for Reagan. I don't know if I already said that because the video cut off. But for my niece, we had a birthday celebration. Reagan, sing your song.
That is pretty good, KimberLymie.
Llama, llama.
Llama.
Yeah, that thing in the wall. Oh my God! Look at the 8. Oh.
It's really kind of like a.
And so it was really a nice day. It was my brother and his girlfriend and her dog came over, and we just kind of all hung out, and everybody is just so tolerant of, you know, my needs so that I could actually see everybody, and I so appreciate that. I paid for it. I was really sick last night, and I think it was a combination of the food and the stimulation and possibly even being on the diazepam and the Xanax. I'm not sure. But my stomach was super, super upset. So I'm in the kitchen making coffee at 2:30 in the morning so that I can do some coffee enemas. And it did help. I did that. I took my detox supplements, and I was actually able to sleep after that. So I finally fell asleep at 6 o'clock. Woke up at 8:30. So I'm sure I'll be napping today. Don't feel great, but was actually able to go outside and talk to my parents and spend some time with them this morning. It was cool outside, so that was really nice. Well, I'll catch up with you guys later, and this is what my food looks like when it's done. So my mom is making me a lentil beef stew. So far it has carrots and obviously beef and some organic turkey bone broth and onions and garlic. She's grabbing the lentils right now. And, broccoli will get put in it in a little bit. So, excuse me. So I soaked the lentils overnight, and then they were in the fridge yesterday, so this is what they look like now. And so those will go in there. I don't know if it's going to fit in that pot. I think that's too much.
I know we need a bigger pot.
Yeah,
Well,
so...
I'm not going to put all the lentils in there.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So we have this one ceramic pot, and basically everything else, like right now metal, is really affecting me. And I think it's because there was zinc in the Myers cocktail bag, and zinc in the past has made me taste metal. And so I think that's what's going on, but I'm not quite sure. So doing the lentils, and then the broccoli will go in a little bit later once the meat's cooked. And yummy, I'm so excited. I really just wanted some hearty food, some cooked food, because I was eating a lot of raw food and stuff that was just really easy to make. And my body does not digest raw food well at all. And especially right now, it's not, because my stomach is not happy. So we're making... She's making, I'm going to add a couple things later, some beef stew, lentil beef stew. I don't know what it's called. None of my stuff has names. It's random shit. So we just decided to put all the lentils in the pot. We weren't sure if we were going to or not. And I'll just add broccoli. I'll just make broccoli in a separate pot and add that to it later. And gonna get a bigger pot eventually. Right now we're cooking out of one pot because it's the only ceramic one we have. So, and I don't like the ceramic coated ones, because the ceramic coated ones, the coating comes off, and then there's aluminum underneath it, and then you don't want to be eating off aluminum if you're conscious of cooking on that kind of stuff. Especially if you're doing heavy metal detox. Watch the pans you're cooking out of. Watch anything metal that you're putting your stuff into, even strainers and everything. If you're doing heavy metal detox, avoid that all. Make sure it's all stainless steel. That's a big key. So here is the completed stew, and then I'll make some broccoli later and add it to it. And that will be dinner.